Hey everybody, and welcome to another D&D Beyond Dev update. This is Elliot and Marjorie. I'm Joe, and we're glad you all are here. So back at the end of September, we launched Maps, our browser-based tool that connects DMs and their players into a shared play space on D&D Beyond. The team's been hard at work, so we wanted to connect with you all and let you know what we've been working on for the past month and change. So let's dig right in. So first of all, our roadmap that we launched with has actually shifted a little bit. Now you can find that roadmap on our discovery page on dndbeyond.com. But I thought to start with, Marjorie, could you jump into the roadmap with us a little bit?
Yeah, so the roadmap has had a little bit of updates. We had this list of features that we're working towards so that we can take maps out of the alpha state. And as we launched, we were asking folks to give us feedback as they played, and tell us what they were missing, what they loved, etc., which was awesome. And one thing that we heard in the feedback was a desire for a ruler tool. So don't get me wrong, like we had plans for a measurement and ruler, but it was going to come a little bit later. And so seeing this feedback, we changed up our priority a bit and we were able to release a very simple ruler tool sooner.
And I know that you guys are sort of trying to balance like features that are coming in with sort of like I don't know, the philosophy behind the tool, which is ease of use and adoption versus like overcomplication.
Simple, anyone can just come in, start playing, start getting into the game, intuitive. That's what we're trying to
Yeah.
achieve here.
And I will say I am a little biased because I am a wizard, obviously, but my weekly game, my players are all very spread out. And I had a player at a hotel lobby in Florida, while one of my players was in a cab in New York on mobile web, while one of my players was on a bus in New Zealand on mobile web. And it worked. So I feel like so far, so good. And let's talk about the ruler. So, Elliot, what is the ruler tool and what does it do for our players?
So our new ruler tool changes the icon from your regular pointer over to a white X. And from here, you can just very simply click and drag, and very dynamically, it will show you the exact distance in feet. And this is all adjusted and based off of the token scale that you have set for your map. Some important things to know about this is right now, this is a individual experience in the sense that if I use the ruler tool, only I can see the distance I am measuring. And that is an intentional direction we wanted to take at the start because we know that if you are a DM and you are trying to measure perhaps a special distance for a trap or a monster attack or some other important information you might want to know, you don't want to tip your hand too easily and give away what you are measuring for your players. We will be assessing and checking out our feedback and seeing the need for this to be shared. And we also understand that eventually there will be a need to have some other shared measurement that people can see together, but that will most likely come at a later date when we have more of our settings and permissions filled out.
I totally get this move because I know that I'm going to be the player who, while waiting on my turn, is just going to be just manically measuring anything and everything. And of course, this is great for if you quick upload a map that doesn't have a grid or something like that. This is a great quick solve.
Yes, that is exactly why we reprioritize this so quickly, is because we realized that people were really using the token scaler to make sure that they're playing on maps that didn't have a pre-painted grid on them, and they needed a better way to actually measure distances.
And we've also added a token toolbar with several features. So walk us through that.
You can now take more actions on a token when you click on them. So the first thing we have added is a delete button, which allows you to delete a token more easily from our map. We've also added border colors, which allows you to select a color of your choice and give abstract information to. Perhaps this Oni is now flying 30 feet up in the air. And I wanted to designate that information to myself or the party with a blue ring in this case. We have also added the ability to hide or reveal a token for DMs only. I am extremely excited about this functionality, particularly our hide reveal, because this now gives a DM the ability to have tokens on a map that are hidden from their players without any fog.
Love this. We also added some additional zoom controls, right?
Yes, we have added zoom controls in the bottom right-hand corner of the screen, which allows you to manually zoom out or manually zoom back in, as well as reset back to 100% zoom.
And while we launched maps with a focus on our 2023 release slate, I know that we're also working towards a goal of getting our library material released. Marjorie, could you talk us through that a little?
Yeah, so you can expect to see at least 2 additional books from our library added to maps each month. And so, Elliot, why don't you share some of the ones that we've done since we launched?
We have added Curse of Strahd, which includes new maps of Castle Ravenloft. These are specially flat and no longer isometric to work with the maps tool, as well as the Wild Beyond the Witchlight. And this month we have added Icewind Dale, Rime of the Frost Maiden, Candlekeep Mysteries, and Taldore Reborn.
And I also wanted to call it that our digital drops that we release, like this beautiful map that is just all metal and like rusty and nasty. And I love this map so much. It's from Adventure Atlas, the Mortuary. All of these digital drops will also be supported where it makes sense. And so what I mean by that is if something should include a map, it will include a map and it will be supported on maps. So for digital drops this year, that means Giants of the Starforge, Lightning Keep, Intro to Stormwreck Isle, Adventure Atlas, The Mortuary, and a fun secret November adventure that I'm not supposed to talk to you about yet. Digital drops like Monsters Compendium, Eldritch Creatures don't include maps, but all of the monsters and their token art from that drop can be used in the maps tool. So do you two have any final thoughts before we lock you both back into the D&D Beyond vault and put you back to work?
I'm just really excited that we're continuing to evolve maps. We want to get it out of this alpha state for you. So please just keep giving us feedback as you play and you're trying out these new features. I will also say that next time we meet, we will hopefully be talking about some other exciting features that has been asked for a lot. Maybe a draw tool, maybe some improvements to a Fog of War. So stay tuned.
Thank you two for being here. Appreciate you taking a little bit of time out of your day. And thank you all so much for being here as well. Thank you for giving us your time, your energy, and we'll see you next time. And thanks for playing with D&D Beyond.
Thank you.
Bye, thanks.